Welcome again to our final video in the series on completing the National Count of Attendance for 2021. I'm Leith Dudfield and I'm from the National Centre for Pastoral Research. In this video, we will be looking at entering the information for Weekend 4, which includes reporting on the ages for those in attendance, as well as submitting your form. Before we look at entering the information in the online portal, let's go through the special instructions for gathering information about people's age groups. We will show one example of how to count the age groups, but you may decide on an alternative method for use at your parish. Before beginning this exercise, you will have already arranged for your counters to be responsible for a specific group within the larger congregation. One person will need to be selected as an announcer. You will also need to make sure that you have the counters' records forms that are specific to Weekend 4. After communion, or just before the end of Mass, the announcer will ask for each age group to stand up or raise their hand in turn. The counters will then count the number of people in each age group and record it on the counters' records forms. So let's look at an example. Our counter has been given responsibility for this group of people. Once they are counted, we can see that there are 13 people in this group. When the announcer is ready, they could ask for all the people in the 0 to 17 year age group to stand up or to raise their hands. So in our example, there are 3 people in this age group. Just be mindful that a parent might raise a hand for a small child, so be on the lookout for that. Once the counter has finished counting, they can sit down or lower their hands. Next, the announcer asks for anyone in the 18 to 29-year-old age group to stand up. In our group, we can see we have 4 people. Next, the announcer will ask for anyone in the 30 to 49-year-old age group to identify themselves. In our example, we have 2 people. The next age group the announcer will ask for is the 50 to 69-year-olds. Only 1 person in our group is in that age bracket. For the final age group, those who are 70 years and over, there are 2 ways to carry out the count. In the first example, the counter can subtract the number of people they've already counted from the total, showing in our example that there are only 3 people remaining who must be in the 70 years and over group. In the second example, people within this final group can be asked to raise their hands or stand up. Again, we can see that we have 3 people aged 70 years and over. So once all this information has been gathered from the counters, we can go into our online portal to enter all the information. So now we click back into the URL link to enter our information, and it takes us straight into Weekend 4. In our final week of the count, our parish had only 2 services, our regular Saturday Vigil Mass at 6 p.m. and our regular Mass at 6 p.m. on Sunday night. So let's enter those details. So our Saturday Vigil was a Mass in the parish church in English. It's a weekly Mass. And we'll record the total attendance here. We'll be recording ages a little later on. So Saturday night had 142 people in attendance. For Sunday night, we'll choose the 5 p.m. plus option. It was a Mass in the parish church in English. It was weekly again, and 156 people attended in total. So if we're happy with our figures, we can go ahead and click on the next page button. We get this screen while it's calculating attendance, so click next page. Now this week we didn't have any special events or circumstances, so we can choose no. And it'll skip straight to the next question. Did we provide any online masses during Weekend 4? Well, usually we would live stream our Sunday night Mass, but this weekend we had technical issues and the Mass didn't stream. As nothing was broadcast, we'll choose no. On this next screen is where we will record the age details for each Mass. You can see that the table has already been pre-filled with our services for the week. We only need to enter the breakdown of the ages. If any of the information in the pre-filled fields is incorrect, come down the bottom and use the back button to go back to the Weekend 4 screen to amend things. Don't change the pre-filled fields. So for the Saturday Vigil Mass, we had 26 in the 0 to 17 year age group, 19 in the 18 to 29 year age group, 35 in the 30 to 49 year age group, 41 in the 50 to 69 year group, and 21 who are aged 70 years and older. For the Sunday night Mass, we had 34 in the 0 to 17 year age group, 31 in the 18 to 29 year old group, 42 in the 30 to 49 year old group, 21 in the 50 to 69 year old group, and finally 28 in the 70 years and over group. So if we're happy with the information we've put in here, we can scroll down to the bottom of the page. Just make sure that the numbers you've put in for the ages do total the total attendance here so that it will work. Click the next page button to save it. This screen is your last chance to make changes before it's submitted. You can make changes to any of the weekends that have happened before, weekends 1 through 4. Just use your back button to go back through the weeks. If you're unsure, you can use the back button to go back, but none of your information will be changed unless you choose to deliberately change it. Once you're happy with everything, click on the Next Page button to submit all 4 weeks of your information. On this final screen, you have the option to download a PDF summary of your responses. If you'd like to do this, click on the blue hyperlink here, and a PDF will be downloaded with your information. Depending on your browser, it may open automatically, or you may need to save a copy first. You can then save or print this for your records. If for some reason the PDF does not download properly, or you have difficulty reading it, please contact the NCPR and we can provide you with a copy. This now completes a video series on entering information for the National Count of Attendance in 2021. If you do need more information, please have a look at the page on our website at ncpr.catholic.org.au/national-count-of-attendance/. Or if you have any other questions, please contact Stephen Reid at stephen.reid@catholic.org.au or Trudy Dantas at trudy.dantas@catholic.org.au. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the very best.